Welcome to investingnews.com. We're once again speaking with Pete Moorhouse from Basin Energy. Welcome back, Pete.
Thank you for having us on, John.
You're welcome. First of all, for investors, could you please provide an overview of the regional scale scout drilling?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is drilling up in our North West Queensland Sybella-Barkly project. This was a regional program looking to assess the potential for sediment-hosted uranium or rare earth elements in the Barkly tablelands. Now, as a reminder for investors, we're looking at the Sybella granites, which is the host to Red Metal's Sybella rare earth deposit, and also more than likely the source rock for Paladin's Valhalla uranium project. Now, what Basin has is the concept that the metals which are floating around this granite unit have passed west into the Barkly tablelands and could form some pretty exciting deposit opportunities. Now, I'm really excited from these sets of results. We have seen mineralization in the northwest portion of the project area. Now, as we mentioned, this is a scout drilling program, so holes are often multi-kilometers apart. In the hole where we hit our best intercept, we're actually testing a little bit deeper than our conceptual target. Our conceptual target being targeting clays sitting near surface with great lateral extent. Now, in the hole that hit, we got 2 meters, the end of hole, at over 1100 ppm TREO, including some really positive neodymium praseodymium. We didn't drill any holes near that which were the same depth. The 2 holes which finished shorter got some anomalism towards the base. But critically, and the thing for investors to realize here, is that where we did drill through this EM conductor, we identified clays, we identified lateral continuation, and at the base of our target, we saw this big oxidized clay unit. This is where most of our drilling finished. Where we did tag some grade is now demonstrated from the geology to more than likely be continuous, is open at depth, and by all accounts, appears to have some great opportunity for lateral extent. So we're excited. It's a walk-up drill target to be able to be followed up on.
So Pete, how does the geological structure provide uranium potential?
From the uranium side, as you know, John, uranium's my background, and as a lot of investors know me for uranium exploration. Now, what we're targeting here is paleo channels, so systems similar to South Australia, to the Frome embayment, for example. What we're looking for is river systems, or old river systems, passing through the surface sediments, and we have a map of interpreted channels from our EM data, which we're pretty confident with. So we went into some first pass drilling in these, and we're starting to see some really critical ingredients. Where we've drilled close to the Sybella, which we're saying is the source for our metals, we're seeing bleached sediments, so evidence for lots of fluid passing through them. We moved down the channel network, and we're starting to see anomalism. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we've hit uranium ore grade, but what we're seeing is multiple meters, so plus 10 meters at elevated uranium being plus 10, plus 15 ppm U3O8. As you pass into that channel and down into that channel. At the base, we're sitting at about 35 ppm. So thick sequence of anomalism. Now why that's exciting from an exploration point of view is evidence that uranium has passed through this system. So what do we do next? I mean, we've identified the channels, we've identified more than likely some fluids passing through. Your next job then is to follow those channels down gradient, looking for potential trap sites for where you're likely to get some uranium dropping out, typically in what we call reduced sediments. So from a first pass point of view, in a completely conceptual environment, this is a really great, exciting opportunity.
Does this therefore change the strategy for Basin, and how could drilling be fast-tracked?
Yeah, and so the results that we saw on our rare earths program has certainly changed the strategy. Now, as I mentioned, we believe that we've proven a concept here. We believe that we've proven that there is rare earths passing from the Sybella granite into that tablelands, and we believe that there's the potential for mineralization with some good grade, as we've seen from that, what I'll call is a sniff or a close hit. Now, for us, the board is in no illusion that this needs following up on. So I've got the green light to change our strategy and move this to follow-up drilling as soon as possible. Now, this, as we know, North West Queensland, let's wait for the rains to pass, but as soon as access allows, we'll be fast-tracking that and putting the hole in pretty quickly.
Finally, for investors, Pete, could you outline the key catalysts coming up over the next few months?
Yeah, sure. So we're still sticking to our original plan. Investors who have followed us will know we have multiple sets of district scale targets in this area. Our next cab off the rank will be drill testing our hard rock potential. So this is where we have a significant geochem anomaly. We're talking multi-meters at ore grade rare earth elements in the granites. So what we're saying is this is a very analogous occurrence to red metals target. So rare earths in granites, that'll be our next drill program, and we're looking to kick that off pretty soon, again, as soon as the weather comes good. We will also then, as I mentioned a moment ago, be putting a deeper few holes into this sediment target to test the depth extent for this potential. And finally, with a revised model from what we've seen from this work, realizing that the EM conductor is real, it's mapping geology, but it isn't where the mineralization is sitting. The mineralization seems to be sitting at the base of this. It has going to change our sampling regime. So we do have quite a lot of samples there, which we think should go into the lab and have a bit of a look for additional opportunities from what we've already drilled. So results from that as well, hopefully in the next 4 or 5 weeks. Lots going on, lots happening, and we're pretty excited.
Busy times, Pete. So thank you very much for updating investors today. We look forward to chatting with you again soon.
Perfect. Thanks for your time, John.